Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So before my presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Kautsarindra Arifan, BP 3017. I'm a student from Andalas University. Will explain about executive support system of information system design analysis. So first, I will explain about UML diagram. The Unified Modeling Language or UML is a tool to visualize and document, analysis and design results containing syntax in modeling the system visually. Also a set of modeling conventions used to define or describe a software system relate with object. UML is also referred to as a modeling language for systems or software object-oriented software. Abstraction of the basic concepts or UML consists of we can understand structural classification, dynamic behavior, and model management concepts as a term that will appear when creating diagrams and views or categories from diagram. So for case study is about PT Pertamina. PT Pertamina is an oil and gas company owned by the government of Indonesia which was established on December 10, 1957. PT Pertamina certainly has a lot of quantitative data and qualitative data about the company's performance results. Data that continues to grow every year will make it difficult for companies to process data properly. Therefore, it is necessary to have an executive support system that will facilitate company executives in accessing PT Pertamina. With an executive support system, the data that has been stored into the database will be processed by the system into data in the form of graphs or diagrams so that it is easy to see and understand so that it will make it easier for companies to access company data which will continue to grow over time. So first in UML diagram is an identify actors and use cases. So first is actor. Actor is a human or machine entity that interacts with the system that gives names or to actors and use case. Second is use case. Based on the design of the executive data information system, the use cases used include 1. Login 2. Enter password and username 3. Selecting data information 4. Data information processed by system 5. System admin enters data information into the system. 6. User get information data graph or diagram. 7. Admin database require system database and egg logout. So, next for use case diagram. In this figure, where the user will access the data by logging in first using the username and password. After being declared successfully logging, the user will be directed to the selected of data information. Next for use case description. In this figure shows the user is asked to input his username and password to login. If the user enters the wrong name and username, the user will fail to login. After successfully logging in, the user is asked to select information data. Next for activity diagram, it can be seen in this figure that the system asks the actor or the user to log in first, namely by entering the username and password of the user. If the username or password of the username is incorrect, the system will error and display the login page again. If the user successfully logs in, the user is asked to select data information, then the system admin receives data from the user and the system admin asks for permission to access the admin database. Next for sequence diagram. In this feature, the user logs in to get data information by inputting the username and password. After that, the system will process the username and password from the user to validate the data in the database. The next feature, where the executive, after successfully logging in, can select the desired information data. The selected data will be processed by the system and the system will request data in the database. In this feature of admin input data in system, explain that system admin inputs data on the system, then the system will process data and store in the database. So in the next feature, where the executive and system admin will ask to log out after they have finished accessing and inputting data. Next for class diagram, in this figure is illustrates the class diagram of the information system executive of PT Pertamina gas stations. It can be seen in this diagram several classes with their relationships that describe the structure of the software being built. Next for deployment diagram. In this figure, it can be seen that there are three nodes that specify the web of PT Pertamina's executive support system, namely client or user, web server, and database system. So that's for all for of my presentation. If I made a mistakes, please forgive me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.